Okay guys, this is Cruiser again, doing a chaos build just to take a stop from all of that right now. The slow build, that's okay, it's cold outside. I just wanted to go with the non-believers here. On the forum, someone had taken, here's the Gaui T10 now. Alright, I'm kind of digging the head style, kind of looks pretty cool. The only thing is it has less fins, so it must get hotter quicker. It is the Gaui T10. I have a piston stop in it right now, just holding it in place. But what I wanted to say is the Rotostar engine, as you see here, this is the block. Alright, and you know, this is a Go engine head, and I have a few parts. But anyways, this Gaui T10 I got reasonably priced from someone on a forum member that ran about a tank of fuel through it. And what happened is the old infamous, what you've been hearing about, spinning the rod. Alright, so the ring's still good, but the piston and rod, I think the piston wrist pin's okay, and the springs, but it's pretty much toast, you know. And come to find out, you know, when I pulled the T10 apart, I don't know if it was removed, but the pin, the drive wheel pin, was gone, so it had spun out of time. So I'm wondering if this girl spun out of time and snapped the connecting rod. But anyways, just to tell you, you know, everybody's been talking about these three engines: the Go, you have the Rotostar, and you have the T10. The only difference with the Rotostar is the crank. Now this is the crank that came out of the T10, and as you can see, I'm not sure if the crank's okay because it spun off. And it left a lot of abrasions, and it's scratched in here. I mean, it still can be good, and there's your bearing wear. You have bearing wear here. But just to let you know, this is the Rotostar. This is the T10's crank. Alright? All day long it fits just fine. As does the Go engine head fit on the Rotostar, or the bell. The drive wheel will also fit. Just push the crank in there. It's not in the first bearing. Alright. And also, you know, your sleeve. There's the sleeve out of the T10. It looks like it got scored inside, but it looks like it can save it. I'm actually going to rebuild bits and pieces of this Rotostar, because you can get the parts cheaper for the Rotostar than you can for the Go engine or the T10. You're paying on Gaui's name. Nothing against you, Gaui. And you know, the nut, the drive wheel nut fits, you know. And here's the backing plate off the T10. You know, everything, it's the same motor, you know. And you know, I picked this up, so I gutted a Rotostar. New piston, new ring, new sleeve, new bearings, the whole 9 yards. Now I got a little T10 to play with. And like I said, I am digging the head. The head's a little cuter design. You know, it looks a little bit more ballsy, but in reality, it has less fins, and it's probably going to have more cooling issues than the standard Go engine or Rotostar head. Alright? But this was just something to take a break from building the chaos for now. And I got a deal on this. I'm just going to replace this arm here because I have an extra carb. I got OCD about cracked things, and I got the CDI with it too, so it wasn't a bad deal. I got the CDI, and just to show you what a CDI looks like after a tank of gas, I don't know if you can see that. Not a tank, but I think a gallon he says he had through it before it actually spun the rod. But he was using the lawn equipment 2-cycle oil, so it's missing a little spring in there, but I got spares. But anyways, Gaui running on the wrong mix. This is what happens. Alright, and just to let you know, see the groove in the connecting rod? There's no groove on this side. There's no, it doesn't really look like it's not symmetrical, but if you put this in and you look through the back plate, you do not want to see the line in the connecting rod, okay? You got it backwards if you did that. And pretty easy on the sleeve. You have your usual nitro sleeve pin. Same with the head. The head can go two ways, so that's easy too. But when it comes to these engines, they're all produced by whoever. I don't know who makes them, if it's Go or if it's Gaui or, you know, if it's Rotostar. They're all the same engines. The parts are replaceable from each other. Just look for your better deals, you know, when you go to buy the parts, and they'll still work fine, you know. And so anyways, I now have a T10 to play with. Cool. Alright, I might put it in my Trek 600. Not my Chaos is a clone, but I do have a Trek 600, so might go into that. So anyways, just a little blah blah blahing, and this is Cruise Roy, and I'm out of here.